one day, guards, they came, 6 men. They undressed me, they laid me on a bed, and they beat me up. 6 men with whips. They were touching my boobs, they were touching my private parts. And remember, the nurses were seeing. The doctor was seeing. My parents came to see me and I told them, look at my scars. Look at how I've been beaten. Look. They didn't do anything. They didn't even ask them anything. So my name is Aimaki Rongo, but my TikTok name is Maribel. Maribel? No, actually I'm Aimaki Rongo. Maribel is just my stage name. So Maribel is a girl who was born in Kirinyaga by my mom, Margaret Wangare. I was born out of wedlock, as I've shared my story with guys online. But later on, my mom got married to my stepdad, Mr. Irongo, who lives in Nyeri. So my mom had to move from Kirinyaga to Nyeri, and that's why I grew up in a family, in a blended family of 2 children.
Now you've moved to Nyeri. How was life for you in Nyeri?
First of all, let me tell you how life was in Kirinyaga. So I was my grandmother's first granddaughter. I was spoiled. I was loved and I was free. So when I moved to Nyeri, things changed abruptly, and all of a sudden, first of all, me and my stepbrother had a very good relationship because we stayed in Kirugua for some minutes. So when I moved to Nyeri, my stepbrother is the one, first of all, who changed on me. And I recall for the first time I knew that my stepdad, now Mr. Irongo, was not my biological dad. Because now I came into this family of the Dirangos, and it's when I was now told I'm not of their blood. So, and then the signs were very early, because I remember like when I moved to Nyeri, I was around in class 2, and I was taken in a class of my aunt on my dad's side, on my dad's side. In this class, I remember my aunt told the whole class, remember I'm in class 2. He told the whole class, don't be talking to Imac because she does not belong to the family of the Rangos. She came with her mother, so don't be talking to her. That's my aunt who told the whole class. And you know how mean children can be. Yeah. You can imagine how mean children can
Small
be.
bullies.
So you can imagine how it made me feel. And I was only in class 2. So I would go to play with kids and they'd be like, Shaltambia, we don't play with you. Where's wewe ulikuja na wewe? Where's babako? So you can imagine what that can do to a class 2 child. So for me, Miss Kwa Mushene, I've never been a snitch. So I never told my mom and I didn't tell my dad. So I buried it inside. And then I used to be a very tall child. So you can imagine the bullying. I was being called Twiga. So now you can imagine, I've come from a family where I was loved, where I was appreciated, where I was adored. To this family, I'm being bullied in school. I'm being bullied within my family, and then also now you can imagine how mean my cousins were on my dad's side, because now all of a sudden as in me sio familia yao. My brother used to beat me. My stepbrother, he used to beat me, and at the time he told me, were it not for the respect I have for my dad, I would have unalived you. So you can imagine.
At that point, how old is your stepbrother?
He's 7 years older than me. So yeah, I'm going through bullying in school. I'm going through bullying at home, and I'm going and I have no one to tell. Because unfortunately, I don't want to blame my mom, but my mom did not protect me, because most people usually ask me, where was your mom? My mom didn't protect me as per se, and I don't want to blame her or anything. It's because she didn't know any better. Because back then, in their ages, as in if a man married you when you had a child, it's a favor. Yeah. So she didn't protect me as per se. So I was now dealing with this by myself. That's basically just how life started. Yeah, from a very young. So what I did is, I knew the only thing that could save me ni masomo. So you worked hard. I really worked hard. I really worked hard.
There's a point where you have mentioned that you felt like mom didn't protect you. Maybe you can tell us, how would you have loved her to protect you at that point? She
would have like reassured me, because it's now like when my mom got my small sister, it's like all the love went to my small sister. So I was, and then also she was now forced to love my big brother. So now you see, of course, because now he was the son of my stepdad. So now you see, now me, I was by myself with no one to protect me. You get? So I was just dying with this by myself, just alone. Yeah.
So you felt like mom didn't create any environment for you to feel comfortable to speak with her?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Maribel has realized that she has to work hard in school for her to liberate herself from this lifestyle. So after school, where did you go?
So campus came. I lived my best life in campus. I used to work. I used to work with brands as the jobs are promo. My dad had a hotel. We had a car wash. We were so badly off. So I remember my dad used to pay me. Can you imagine? I used to go to that hotel. My dad would pay me 100 bob from 6 to 9. Nika realized jobs are promo. Around that would make like around like 2K in a day. Hey, I ditched my dad haraka sana. So when I was working, I was living a very good lifestyle because I'm making around 4,500 in a week. Remember your time pesa zilikuwa na value. So I'm working nafanya jobs za promo. Alafu for being pretty, I would always get jobs. So I've worked with very big brands just because of being pretty, and of course God's grace. So nilikuwa na hustle hapa na pale to just like live alafu I wish I saved when I was in campus. I would be a billionaire right now. So we finished campus. I've gone back to Nyeri. Nikaza kabesha like a kuku, kafil. I got a job in Nairobi. Sales. I'm a salesperson by blood. I got a job at sales. I was hosted by my cousin in Kilimani. Among my friends, nikaenda graduate. So I'm thriving. I'm thriving at my job. I'm doing my job. My job is great. Sahi ni around Feb, nimeget a job mzuri in this good company. Sasa ikafika around August. Remember, I'm still smoking weed. You see like your habit like I developed when I was in campus. I'm still smoking weed. That time I remember we had Instagram and we had Facebook. I started typing on Instagram, but then I write very well. Nikaanza kuandika on Instagram and Facebook. Na naandika and I'm writing exposing my family on my dad's side for the things they did to me. So everybody who's ever done me wrong, naandika. So everyone is calling me, what's going on? But now when they call me, I'm insulting them. Leave me alone. And then I started saying my dad was rich. No, as in he was like rich over and beyond. So I'm typing things. Like everybody is like, this girl is not okay. There's something wrong. No, I'm exposing everybody, my parents, my family because I'm my family on my dad's side. Hao ndo walikuwa wengi sana kuwa expose. So that time, Cyprian Kundi was the big. So he covered the story. Remember, I'm working at this company, and now I'm painting a very bad image to this company because no one knows what's going on. My friends don't know what's going on. I remember this time, me and my friends were to go for a vacation in Mombasa. So I've gone to SGR. Remember now, I'm feeling I'm on top of the world. I'm feeling I've achieved. So I'm seeing visions. I remember at that time I went to, we had a cousins meeting on my stepdad's side of the family. So I've gone there. Remember now, no one knows what's going on. I'm sick. I don't know I'm sick. So we went with my cousins. So my cousins were like, they want to help the people on my dad's side. Like the ones who are here, they want to help here. So I called them out. I was like, what do you mean you want to help? You want to help? You've been talking about this since I was in class 8. There's nothing that you do exactly. This time, I think I taken 2 bottles of wine and I'm high on weed. I'm very high on weed. So I went on them. So everybody was quiet. No one knew what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on. The following in the morning, I woke up very early. Remember, I was supposed to be at work by 10. And I'm coming from Nyeri. So my cousin was to give us a lift. I recall there's another cousin of mine who was also being given a lift, and he was delaying kukuja. So I went and told him, "Hey, Patrick, hurry up! I have to be at work by 10. You're delaying us. So he's like, so even him now, he got angry. I was like, who do you think you are? Hurry up. Guy, napo lift. Hey, humbleness had left the room. There was no humble. Humility had left the room. So, and I remember I stormed outside. Now everybody is wondering what is going on. Exactly, what is going on. So I went and sat outside. My aunt sent out for me. She was like, go call IMAC. So my aunt has come. I was like, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up. You think I don't know what you did to my dad? I'm angry at you. I'm angry. Who do you think you are? That's what she like, never ever come to my place. I was like, come to your place to do what? Come to your place to do what? I have no interest coming to your place. I went haywire on her. So my cousin Tom is the one who came and literally picked me up, took me in the car and told me, please, IMAC, don't get out. Remember, no one knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. Not even myself. Higher. Me, I went to the car. Very chill, very calm. Let me tell you something. On our way to Nairobi, there's no one who spoke a word in that car. No one. Me, I went, got to work. Nikafanya kazi. Remember, I'm still posting. I'm still exposing people and all those kind of things. My friends are worried because they're like, wait, I've seen IMAC drunk, I've seen IMAC high, but I've never seen her behave like this. Something is wrong. Something is like really, really wrong. Like, no what? Like, so my friends were thinking I'm chasing clout, but I wasn't chasing clout. So I remember I went to work. Work was amazing. Alafu nilikuwa na perform. I remember I used to sell approximately between 200k to 300 one day. I was selling. You know, when I'm on my manic, I'm very active. I'm very results. I was selling. Nilikuwa nauza, but no one knew what was going on. So ikafika, we were to go to coast. We were not to go to coast on a Thursday. Some of my friends have booked. That's why I'm saying I'm divinely protected by God. So I told my sister, small sister, Hafsa, to come with me to coast. So we went at SGR. Nikaenda SGR. Remember, I'm drinking. I'm being disorderly. So I'm going around SGR shouting. I'm screaming. So I was caught. The policemen, now they came for me. They went to detain me in the cell. My best friend, Rachel. Thank you so much, Rachel. I know I never got a chance to tell you this, but thank you for what you did for me. She was there for me. She was like, we don't know what's going on with her. So ikafika place, we were sent away by from the SGR. I love to remember, I had an imaginary boyfriend. So, tushafika coast sasa. I was like, we are going to meet my boyfriend. Boyfriend ako wapi? Hakuna boyfriend. I'm going to meet. It's no boyfriend. There's no boyfriend I'm going to meet. So you took your friends and your sister to Asini? No, my friends went their way. I told my sister is the one who came with me. Who to came Asini, with me to meet your imaginary boyfriend. So tuko hapo, tumeenda Wasini. I was like, this is my dad's hotel. I was like, I want the most expensive room in this hotel. I was wearing the most expensive room. Alafu nikaenda kwa swimming pool, nikaanza kuswim. Before you pay. The taxi driver is there waiting for his money. I'm like, I called my dad, tell him to pay you. Each time, dad had your 10k. I'm like, this is my dad's hotel. So these people are wondering, what's going on? What's going on with this chick? Who is she? And no one knows me. So I'm like, there, I'm taking pictures. I'm still posting on Instagram. The entire time, what is your sister doing? She's crying because she I know what's going on. Even her, she's confused. So we left that hotel. Nobody knows what's going on. The security guys didn't ask you out? No one. So now I think they talk with my sister, and now we were able to, they were like, we now leave the room, we now go back. So we went to almost like, I was like, it's this hotel. So I think we went to around 2 hotels. No, around 3 hotels. Still with the same cab driver? Exactly. So my dad told the cab driver, please, I'm begging you, don't leave my children in Wasini. Whatever it takes, don't leave my kids in Wasini. Rachel, my friend, texted me. She was like, hey, babe, what's going on? I have never seen you. Like, I've never seen you like this. I've never seen you behave like this. I'm insulting her, actually. Luckily for my dad, he had managed to book us another hotel, a cheaper hotel, but in coast, that was a bit a bit cheap. So we took a tuk-tuk, tukaenda kwa hii hoteli. Now in this hotel, I'm hearing voices in my head. So I'm going in every room knocking, and I'm like, Rachel, I can hear you talking. Come out, Rachel, I can hear you talking. Nikaenda kwa kitchen, I help the chef make food, nikakula. Now I'm going in every room knocking. I'm asking them, I'm saying, Rachel, I know you're here. Come outside, I know you're here. So there's this room I knocked, and the people who were there, they got like really angry. Because they had no idea what was going on. So I ran towards kwa security. So I'm like, this is my dad's car. So in my head, I'm like, this is my dad's restaurant. And all those things. So eventually I slept. But I woke up very early in the morning. I woke up very early to do what? To wash my clothes. I'm in my dad's restaurant. To wash my clothes. So I went, I washed my clothes because I'm like, I'm going to live here for the rest of my life. No, it's not like when people are having breakfast. I'm going on every table, picking their food and eating. This is mine, I'll eat. I'll drink this juice. I'll drink this juice. I'm going to eat these eggs. So another funny thing, they were just looking at me. No one was asking me anything. Like, I just have this divine protection. So nikaenda kwa kitchen, and nikakula chakula. Luckily, my cousin came. He took me to Portraits. So Portraits ni kama Madaria, Mombasa. Now I've been taken to Portraits. I'm like, this is my dad's hotel. Everything, kila kitu ilikuwa ya dad. So nimekuja kwa hii Portraits. The doctors are asking me questions. Answer. I love the funny thing. Psychiatrists, they'll ask you very stupid questions. I love do know what they're testing if you're gonna get angry quickly. So they were asking me questions, and I'm like, I know you. I've seen you. I know you. I've seen you. So they drew some blood on me.
So they took the blood test
and found it has how do you call it? Drug
they were
test.
Positive.
Yeah, they found it was positive. Now I came outside. Remember, I've been tied. My legs are tied. My hands are tied. So me, I'm thinking I'm acting prison break. Now I'm trying to run towards the fence. So my cousins all came running after me. Nikadungwa, what do you call it? It's called clopixol. Nikadungwa, clopixol. Nikadungwa clopixol to see if I'll calm down. Of course, I went unconscious. Higher. So the following day in the morning, I'm waking up with so much pain. Your clopixol, it has now left the system. So I'm waking up with so much pain. Uku. I'm like, where am I? Now I'm in Nyeri, where my cousin lives. I washed my hair, and I undressed. My whole clothes, I undressed. I was like, where is my sister? I want to see my sister. Where is my sister? I want to see my sister. So my cousin came, nyumba yake iko na ground floor, na iko na roof, na iko na uko juu. So my cousin came outside. Now she was like, woo, she's naked. So my sister came, they dressed me. They had now to take me again kwa Portraits. Nikadungwa tena clopixol. And then I was locked in a room. It's called a strong room. I was locked in a room. So me, I'm thinking in my head, it's prison break. Remember, in mental health, whatever. I can hear people shouting. So me, I'm thinking, mimi ni maiko prison break. And so I started looking for keys to try and unlock myself. Niko huko. I am screaming. So so no one saw me. So after around 3 days. You
stayed in that room for 3 days?
That room for 3 days.
Without food, without water?
No, I'm being given food. Okay. I love to remember, this is a strong room. Haina dirisha. It is dark. And you've been tied. Your legs are tied. Your hands are tied.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Now, after they observed me for 3 days, I was now taken to, I graduated to a now more, at least ilikuwa na mattress, na ilikuwa na ya kujikava. So my parents are now coming to see me. I'm still being evaluated. So I stayed there for a span of 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks. I love the drugs they inject you. They are very, very, very conk. You just sleep throughout. Or like it's trying to calm your mind. You sleep throughout. Nikatoka, I went to my cousin's place in Nyeri. Bado ujue, bado maniac, bado haijaisha. So I'm still posting, I'm singing, I'm realizing very many things. Now this time, my company has already got the damage is already done. My company has already gotten their info because I was a bad image to the company. Yeah. I'm calling my friends, no one is picking my calls. I'm wondering what's going on. What is now going on? You're being shown things you're posting. You're being shown all of these things. You're like, oh, what is going on? Now, depression.
Because people have started to cut you off.
Exactly. No one wants to be involved with you. I'm trying to call my but at least I was still being paid. I was hit by depression. Now having those unaliving thoughts. Now I was in a very high flying job. Now your high flying job imeisha tu hivyo. Now you're left with nothing. So eventually nikatoka hiyo kampuni. Alafu remember we didn't know so much about mental illnesses. Nobody knew about mental illnesses. So of course I didn't know I was on a lifetime medication. I did not know that I was supposed to always kwenda kwa psychiatrist, I didn't know that. So mimi nikatoka. Luckily, I'm very, very lucky when it comes to getting job. I got another job in another company. I went back to God. I told God I'll never smoke again. I'll never drink alcohol again. I remember I'm not taking my medication. This time I'm living with my aunt Wangivi. I know you all know my aunt Wangivi. Yeah, she was now hosting me at her place. So now I got this job. So of course now I got to a place where I had to move out from my aunt's place, not to go and live by myself. Guess what IMAC does? I went back to Kindukule. Very, 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 very nini. Because you see, it was like my escape. Like Kindukule was my escape. Guess what? Manic episode. Ika creep tena. It came back again. So I started exposing people in the company. I'm doing emails, exposing my colleagues, how they have been stealing. I'm writing emails. Now everybody is wondering what's going on. I love my bipolar, haipendi wazungu. Bipolar yangu, haipendi wazungu. So everybody is wondering what's going on. As now everybody was tense because everybody now knows about the emails I'm sending. But remember, this time I was selling. Now come here in a day, I would let like around 10 apartments. Now is the apartments, see at 10K, the apartments are 80K, 100K, I'm performing. When you're on a manic, when I'm on my manic, I'm very, very active. No, I'm very productive. So the boss is confused because it's like she's performing. Lakini huku ana-expose watu kwa kampuni, ana-expose masiri. One day, the system ikazimwa. Nikaenda hapo, hiyo ofisi ilikuwa Marari Plaza. Nikaenda Coldstone. A client called me and nikachukua simu. Kulikuwa na wazungu nyuma yangu. One of them came and told me to keep quiet na make a noise. Nikambia client, hi, hold on, I'm calling you. Kambia, who the F do you think you are telling me to keep quiet? This is not your country. Go back to your country.
So we started again.
Exactly. Nakambia nikawatusi. Kambia, go back to your country. This is not your country. Go back to your country. I can get you deported. I went on them. Like, you know, wazungu, they usually have that, they are worship in Kenya. So they were like, kwani huu ni wa wapi? So I remember those Coldstone workers, they were like, high fives, they were like, good job, girl. So I went back to the office. Remember, I'm still high, like no one is still, is going on. So I went back to the office. Remember I have I'm in the office, I'm exposing people to now my boss. Now my boss called me. She's like, we have decided to let you go. I was like, am I going to be paid for this month? Yes, you'll be paid. So I was like, okay. I banged his office. So, of course, I was a high-performing person. He followed me behind. So I went, took a box, put my things. So my boss has followed me. So he comes and tells me, don't bang the laptop. So don't bang the laptop. I was like, I opened it. I'll bang it. I was like, you will never find anyone. You never find anyone who does your work like I do it. Matusi.
And that's how you were fired.
And that's how I was fired. And now I was like, I went back and I went back. Of course, now my friend, now the one who got me the job, Simon. But then Simon, I'm very sorry. I know I put you in a bad place. Of course, I went and I think I bought around 4 blunts. Nikavuta. Of course, now Simon is a childhood friend of mine. He called my parents to tell my parents, I think Imaki is sick again. So this time I was taken to Avenue. At least Avenue, they have very good care. Tukaenda, nikapelekwa 6th floor. I was like, I know you. Again, nikapelekwa strong room.
So you started like the process of being treated again.
Again now. So Avenue, they gave me very good care and I was well. And after it now, it's when now Corona hit. Remember, as I told you, bipolar is 2 mood swings. Manic, depression. Sad depression, it can hit tena. Ilikuwa hiyo mwaka ya Corona, at least everybody lost their jobs, so I was happy. I was not the only one who lost their job. Nikaenda ushago. I think I stayed there for around 6 months. Manic kakuja. Manic ilinigonga. That time it was TikTok. And this was the first time I was taken in Marari National Hospital. So nimepelekwa Marari. So me, I'm going there and I'm like, I know this place. I told you there's a very close connection between spirituality and mental illness. So me, I'm like, I've been here before. I told you guys, again, I was taken to a strong room. 3 days. First of all, I was beaten. Marari, they beat people. I was beaten in Marari. Beaten, war, by men.
Reason
I was
being?
kept in cause you're manic. There's very little knowledge on how to handle people when they're on manic episodes or when they're on those highs. Then I went back. Remember, manic, what follows? Depression. Depression. I was depressed. I lost my job, I lost my business, I was depressed. Nikaenda home, saa ushago Nyeri. Nikaanza kufilm huko na film kila kitu na film kila, like I'm showing people how pretty my village is. So my friends are calling me because they are seeing me posting a lot. Because it always starts there, posting a lot. They are seeing me posting a lot. I decided that I will stay home for 1 week. Alafu hiyo wiki ingine, I go to my grandmother's place on the other side. So in this 1 week, I remember me and my mom had a very, very, very big argument. And I remember it brought some childhood wound. I was like, she didn't protect me when I was a child. So it kind of triggered that part in me. So wiki kaisha. Hii wiki ingine nikaenda Kerugoya. I went to my aunt's place, my sister's mom's place. Remember, I'm still seeing things. I'm thinking following. I'm feeling being followed. I'm seeing like as if I'm being tracked. I'm seeing like as if I'm on top of the world. I'm just seeing things. So I was to go to my friend's place. Unajua, my whole way, I now started seeing things. Nikaanza kuokota makaratasi kwa barabara. I'm collecting papers on the road. Nywele, just like a mad person. Now nywele, I am seeing things. I remember I went to this house, and this house is a house I've seen in my vision. I went to this house and I knocked. I did it very, very clearly. Life is very spiritual. I knocked. When I knocked, this man came outside. He was shocked. He was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I know you." He was like, "Where do you know?" I'm like, "I know you. I know you and your sons. I know you." Because that's a house I have been held in. I told him, I know you.
In your spiritual world.
Yeah. I told him, I know you and I know your sons. And what you have done, and I know what you have done to me. Don't think I don't know you. He was very shook. Then I left. I met another man who was tattered. He was wearing clothes. I told him, I was like, I've seen it in my dreams. And then I had mangoes. I gave him mangoes. He ate. Then now I started seeing, I have nimerogwa. Nikaanza kulia. And now I'm seeing, mwenye ameniroga ni auntie yangu on my mom's side. Nimerogwa. So I was like, why would my family do this to me? Ameniroga. Ni warogi. So I didn't even get to my friend's place. So I took a mat to go back to my aunt's place, Mrogi. I take my things so I can come back to Nairobi because the following day nilikuwa na interview at another very big university and I was going to be paid double of what I was being paid. So I've gone back to my aunt and I told her, give me my keys. So I'm crying because why would my aunt bewitch me? I picked my clothes. I was like, nini warogi, huku nika warogi wachawi. So my uncle calls my aunt. She's like, what have you done to iMac? She's saying warogi. So me, I took my bags to run outside, come back to Nairobi because I didn't want my aunt to, because me know my aunt and come rogi. Yeah. I kid you not, the same way I saw now my aunt comes with a motorbike, and the same way I saw her in my vision is the same way she was. So me, I'm walking to get a bike, so I come back to Nairobi because remember I have an interview. Do you know what my aunt does? She follows me behind and she tells me, Benny, but I forgive you. So she follows me behind and says, ati huyu ni mpewa wa sister yangu na yuruka akili.
She called you a mad person.
And then now she's now calling people to come and see me. Huyu anakuwa na wazimu. Huyu ni chizi. So a man tried to pin me down. I was like, I dare you to try and touch me. Jaribu. You know how old men are. I was like, I dare you to touch me. Jaribu nishike. So me, I went. I ran. I ran to a motorbike. Nikambia, I'll pay you 1,000 bob to get me to Kirugoya. So cause now this guy is in the commotion. Guess what he does? He takes me in a different direction. Do you know I jumped from a motorbike? I now started walking towards Kirugoya looking for a bike. This aunt of mine, I've always had a bad feeling about her, and to be very honest, trust your intuition. Like, people can see things in spirits. Be very careful. So me, I'm like, oh my God, now I'm gonna miss my interview. So she tied my legs and she tied my hands. Akanipeleka referral hospital. I think you guys saw the expose. Nikapelekwa huko. Haya, so nikaenda huko. So I'm now angry because I'm being held at Nini. So I got to a place, I got tired, nikajifanya basi I've passed out. And nika pass out. I would hear all they were saying. So when now I got to the words, I just rose like the dead. Nikaambia wewe Benny wewe mchawi, nilimtusi. Because you know, spirits, this life is spiritual. So me, let me tell you, I was now locked in an isolation room. I'm alone. I kid you not, I have been in that room in another life. I remember the writings on the wall. There was Lazarus. And I remember when I was being tormented in the spiritual realm, I was being made write these things on the wall. So the demons were making. So I would write in Greek. So the devils and the demons can't know what I'm writing. Remember, life is spiritual, and me, I'm of God. So I remember being in that room. So one day, just before now those days ended. Remember, I'm still on maniac. So guards, they came, 6 men. They undressed me, they laid me on a bed, and they beat me up. 6 men with whips. Like, why?
In a mental facility.
They beat me up. 6 men stripped me naked. Do you know what saved me? I caught a man with one hand. Nikamuma kidole. Nilimuma. That's the only time they stopped beating me. Then they took me back in the strong room. They were touching my boobs. They were touching my private parts. And remember, the nurses were seeing. The doctor was seeing. Alafu, they would come at night. They would take women in those clinics. So women were being essayed in the kitchen. We were being beaten there, and we were being essayed there. Women.
Sexually assaulted.
Exactly. I did post pictures of me, of my legs. I think maybe you saw. Yeah. And now after so I said that I said there for like around a week. And what got me angry is my parents came to see me, and I told them, look at my scars. Look at how I've been beaten. Look. And they didn't. They were not Because let me tell you, you beat my child, I'm gonna raise hell on you. My mom and my dad, they didn't do anything. They didn't even ask them anything. Nikatoka. Now it's when now my maniac now came full force. So now I was being shown things in the spirit. Now I started now insulting people
on TikTok.
Exactly. These were people I was being shown in spirit. Nikaanza kuwatusi. Ninawa expose. I'm insulting them. There's a very close relationship between spirituality and mental illnesses. So now I was being shown things in the spiritual realm. I was being shown witchcraft in our family. I'm exposing them. Guys, don't be denied. Witchcraft is real. Destiny swipe is real. These things are real. The people says we die because of lack of knowledge. That's why we die. Witchcraft is real. And remember, you see me, I'm called Wakafari. There have been very many Wakafaris in my line. As in, we have given, remember, there's God and there's a devil. Now, Shetani he has nothing of his own. So, the able look, take familiar spirits and monitoring spirits. So it's like a demon. It's like I was possessed and I was being shown things. And now that's the Maribel you saw
on TikTok.
And on TikTok, insulting people, exposing people. These are things I was just being shown in the spiritual realm. And so of course my manic was so bad. It was out to get me. It was out to ruin me. Remember, when the devil wants to finish you, he'll isolate you. But when God wants to bless you, he'll also isolate you.
Yes.
So I crossed lines I burnt bridges with everybody. And after you don't even know, like you don't know. It's a bad.
You're
it's
not
like as if you're possessed.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like you get. It's like it's like a spirit. Remember, we are spiritual human beings. So a bad spirit enters you and it takes over your body. And why does it do that? It's cause I was not praying. It's cause I was not praying. And I was not going to church. That's my Bible. Me, I would go to church to disrupt the church. I would meet pastors. I would insult them. Because the spirit in me is denying everything. So I would go to sit up and cause chaos. I would meet a pastor. I insult the pastor. I would, it was out to ruin me. But people were still supporting me with jobs, with everything. Now, around January, and now the money, just like that, the money was gone. Now depression came. And now I started seeing the things I was posting. And I'm like, this is not me. This is not me. This is not me. I stopped posting. I went on TikTok. I cleared my content. I went on Instagram. I cleared my content. But now the bad thing is that now these other blogs, they had already captured my content. I was not showering. I was not eating. I was not doing I was not leaving the house. I was depressed.
And you're not talking to anyone?
I'm not talking to anybody. Now I started going back to those comments. I'm like, oh my God, who will ever marry this one? Oh my God, who will ever employ this one? Now things went downward spiral. So I remember I called my friend who lives in Italy. And I was like, babe, I'm done with life. She was like, babe, please no. I was like, nope. This is the end of it. So I went, took my medicine, my bipolar medicine. They were around 250 tablets. Nikazeka kwa bowl. I removed hizo kwa dawa on a bowl. Nikatupa hizo sachets. I came and drank. Luckily, my friend in Italy called my sister who was living nearby. So she's the one who came. So when she came, already I had already overdosed. So she was like, puke. And I'm like, no, I wanna go. I'm done. So I don't know what happened between there, but I just lost conscious. And the next time I nilijisikia, I met myself at St. Francis ICU. So of course I woke up and I'm being asked, do you know where you are? I'm like, no, I don't know where I am. And I'm looking, you're in ICU, you're at St. Francis. So of course, 3 days, they managed to flush the drugs out of the system. I was taken to the normal wards. It was very expensive, and I want to thank TikTokers. They really came through for me. Wangari Renata, Jackie, the one for the High Court, Gidegawa Chai. Unajua, nilicontributiwa around, I think, 300k. Na bill ikakuwa cleared. And then after a day, I was released. So I've come back to what? Two people are looking at me. The shame, stigma. The guilt, the stigma, the embarrassment. My mom still, I love the voices are still there. I love it like voices they are there. They're talking to you, Jimalize. As in shame, stigma, who'll employ you, Jimalize too. Where to enda? So my mom was with me. She came and stayed with me for 3 weeks. And Pikia, she's with me. Me and my sister, tukaka biashara kadogo. My mom left after now 3 weeks. You know, after my mom left, what I did, I went to town. I bought other drugs. I came with them. Now I was like, the very first time, they told me that if my sister didn't catch me early, I would have gone. So I was like, oh, now sasa nimejua siri ni nini. Siri, stamwambia mtu. So, hiyo siku, I called my sister. I told her, there's a client who told me to go and market for them an apartment in Mirema. Yeah, you'll open the shop. But hakuna client. So my sister came, nikampatia funguo, nikamwambia I'll come back at around 3. So remember I bought my medicine, tena. Nikazikunywa. I was like, bas, now I know. Hii ni sure bet. Sure bet. So of course I don't know how I lost conscience again. So my sister, not from what she tells me, she was calling me and she was like, I'm not picking my calls. Imefika 3 because alikuwa afungue alafu at 3 I come and release her. She went back to the house at around 8 anashanga ala aima kajanipigia back. She's calling me but I'm not picking. Luckily she had the keys to my house. She came to my house. Now she met me. Now what she tells me, she met me on my bed. I was sleeping with my back and I had puked. And there was milk by my side. But I had puked and I was unconscious and my legs were cold. So she's trying to call me, Imac. So I don't know, my mom must have rushed out. She tried to call people to come and rush me to hospital. Now I walk again. I remember now when I gained conscious and I was asked, do you know where you are? I was like, St. Francis. Yes. No, I think I woke up after like around 3 days. Pipes zilikuwa zimeconnectiwa. I could not feed myself. I was being fed by the pipes. I could not clean myself. Mpaka nimefungwa pampers. So after 3 days, I regained conscious. Nikapelekwa the normal wards. Sa ujue, kuna saa ile shida kuambia TikTokers, I've tried to analyze myself again. So kuambia wachanga, wametuzoea. Ama hii ni skill. Akomboka huyo. So nikaenda, I tried to reach out to some TikTokers who were like, they ignored me by the way. And I understand why they ignored me. So we're trying to look for money, tukafanya harambe. I think you saw that. Nilika St. Francis like around like a month. Of course, kuna bill inapanda. So I want to thank the administrator of, I don't recall his name, administrator wa your hospitali, because he's the one who came and who came. May God bless you, by the way, wherever you are, may God bless you. Now he's the one who came and told me, umeka sana, what can we do? But the way I left St. Francis ilikuwa a miracle. Walikuja akasema, saa bill mepanda, what can you do? Mko na shamba. Akasema, tell your dad atulete title deed, then you go and look for money ukiwa nje, juu bill endelea kupanda. So my dad had to come, akapatia title deed, nikatoka luckily. Alafu now we did harambe, and like after they gave us like a month to have cleared the bill. The bill was cleared, and that's how I left ICU.
And that's how you have come back on TikTok recently.
Yeah. Like my parents were like, wewe kuja ushago kai kiasi, alafu nini nenda ushago, kaza uko niko stigma iko kabisa. Dukile na jo wewe alipata kunini. So exactly. So like I used to create scenarios na gari kinigonga ama I used to create like scenarios of how I can I can
Unalive
analyze myself. So mi nilikuwa nakaa kwa nyumba, siogi, wiki mzima sijaoga, nanuka, sijaoga na sikuli. Haya, mimi nakwambia, like I used to be very happy usiku ikikuja, nalala, alafu asubuhi kiamka, uko hai bado. Unakasirika na maisha. I even used to insult God ndio animalize. Do you know Feb, March, April, May, June, July. Do you know it took one friend? I called, and it's a friend I met at my previous workplace, a guy, Owen. Owen, thank you so much. Owen is the one who I called Owen. Owen alinambia to real facts. I'm a Uliban. No one wants to have any
relationship with you.
No one wants Uliban. So you're like, read your Bible. Go on Lingoge show and look for revived winner. You learn about monitoring spirits, familiar spirits. Nikaenda, nikaskiza. It took one friend to have a turnaround. So nikaanza kuji-educate about monitoring spirits, familiar spirits, mental illnesses, spiritual, as in life being spiritual and all those kind of things. And just like that, I was out of depression. Na kwambia nikaanza kuimba. Like now I knew who I am in the kingdom of God. And I was like, I spoke to the devil and kwambia, you have no power over me.
Yeah.
You have no power over me. Because you want me, you wanted me out. You are after my destiny. Where would we? I'll beat you in prayers. I started praying for myself. Naamka. I didn't say be prayed for. Me mwenyewe. Because I could jiombea. Because of my Bible, curses, and all those kind of things. And that's how I got out. When I got out, I came back to TikTok and I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell people what was going on. If you judge me, we go. Yeah.
And recently you gave your life to Christ?
Yeah, I gave my life to Christ. Yeah, I'm now a born again Christian.
There's something, I don't know whether I should ask you this question, but after you have announced that you have given your life to Christ, we also saw a video of you arranging your home bar. Maybe now, are you also trying to maybe liberate yourself from your old habits?
Okay, don't believe everything you see on social media. That was not my house. That was my friend's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that.
You're welcome.
Maybe we have listened to your story, myself and also the audience who are watching this episode, and there's a series of you hurting people that maybe they come out as the people who care about you.
Yeah.
Your parents, your sister, your friends. Do you feel like you owe anybody an apology?
Yes, where should I look at? So first of all, I want to apologize to my dad, Mr. Irungo. I want to apologize to my mom. I want to apologize to Auntie Wankide, my sister, and everybody I insulted. That wasn't me. Remember I told you, when the devil wants you, he isolates you. So what did the spirit in me that had entered me make sure, as in, the devil kills you with shame, fear, anxiety, guilt, depression. So he made sure he did leave me out alone so he could isolate me. So I want to apologize to everybody that I mentioned, everybody I insulted, any company I insulted, everybody. I don't want to use this as an excuse, but that was the spirit in me that was talking. That was not me. That was not me. So please find it in your heart to forgive me. Because already, God, it took me a lot of, but I paid for it. It took me a lot of grace to forgive myself. It took me so much grace to forgive myself. Also, I did ask God for forgiveness. So already, nimejisamehea. Mungu amenisamehea. I have asked you, mnisamehe. So, kwisera, it is what it is.
Maybe you can tell us, for someone who's going through whatever you are going through, how hard is it for you to be in romantic relationships?
It's very hard. It's hard. Ni ngumu. Me, the number of me like them, because first of all, I have all the men who've been in my life. Please, I'm sorry. Say me. Because one day you'll wake up, this person who I'm tacky, you'll wake up one day, you love them. The next minute, hawapendi. unawatusi.
So it's hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Okay.
It takes grace. It takes grace to be someone with bipolar. Yeah.
So I know since you left your last job, you've not been able to get another job.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell us, how are you surviving with your daily needs? What do you do? How can people support you? And even for someone who wants to talk to you, maybe they have someone who has gone through whatever you had gone through, or maybe people are currently depressed and they would love someone who has one-on-one understanding of what they're going through. They need someone to talk to. How can they get to your TikTok page, your Facebook, your Instagram, to YouTube if it's there, your contact, and even your business company?
Yeah, so I do a lot. I'm very talented. And I want to tell you, by the way, I have a book I've written. My life has been quite challenging. I have a book I've written. Right now it's with the editors, but I require like around 200K to publish it. But my editor is doing it for free. But to publish it, I require around 200K to publish my book. So if you guys can, so this is how you can support me. I'm very talented. You see, like this. This is from my company. It's called Zamzam Fashion House. We make Ankara, anything Ankara, any outfit Ankara. Please give me business. Any outfit, we make such outfits. Also, there's this company I started. It's called Ignite. Ignite. We make candles. Look at these candles. Oh, these are candles.
They're beautiful.
And they are scented. Yeah. All these are candles. It is scented. All these are candles.
Oh, is it bado ziko scented?
Yeah, it is ziko. But we make but we can scent them. So we have such, yeah. We have
and they're beautiful. They're in very interesting shapes.
Exactly. So I have a clothing wear line. It's called Zamzam Fashion House. We make anything Ankara. Please hit us up. If you want to promote me with my candles, please hit us up. Also, I do make CVs, 8 years compliant CVs, and cover letters. I do business proposals, business projects. I make very amazing website, and I also have a POS system for small businesses. What else do I do? I do a lot of things. Okay. Yeah, errands. If you want someone to run for you, errands and whatnot, exactly, I'm available.
Where can they get you?
Do I do? Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, yeah. Where can they get you?
You can get me on my TikTok, Maribel, on my Facebook, Maribel. My number is 0700-004-728. Me ever staki mtu anitumie pesa. Just support me. Website kuja, graphics kuja, POS system kuja, errands kuja. And I'm also promoting small businesses at a very affordable fee because I have a high following on TikTok. Just come and you'll support me that way. Last year I had a show. I had a show that I had started for hosting people with mental illnesses, just for people to see their how
create awareness.
Exactly to create awareness about mental health. But it didn't work with me and the company I was working for. So if there's anyone out there who'd like to sponsor me to start a show to create about mental health illnesses, I would really appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we hope they will come.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for making time for us, even as busy as you are with your business. And ours is to wish you all the best, that customers will come, you'll get more deals, even brands, and that spirit, the maniac, the nini, they will not come back again, and we'll have a different...
my candles.
Yes.
And my company is called Ignite.
Okay.
Yeah, please hit me up.
Okay, we wish you all the best, and we hope to see you again soon.
Okay.
Yes, in a better shape, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
And to you, our viewer, thank you for sticking with us up to this point of today's episode. As usual, remember that Maribel's number will be on your screen and also on the pinned comment below, including the links to her social pages. Kindly go there and support her. Also, it has come to our attention that a good number of you are watching our videos, which is we really appreciate, but you have not yet subscribed to our channel. So take a moment, take a second, subscribe, share with your friends, and support this channel. Until next time, my name is Nyeri. Just keep it Tuko.